Right now, as the country's elderly population grows, many are increasingly neglected with few care homes, a lack of regulatory legislation and limited access to proper nutrition. Now, older adults, particularly in rural areas, are left vulnerable. Many survive without income, health care or dignity in their final years. And Odida tells us more.
At Nairobi's Kasarani Little Sisters Nyumba ya Wazee is home to 55 elderly persons, each with a unique story etched in time.
It could be that they found themselves on their own, maybe not in the area where they were born and grew up, but because of circumstances they have moved around, looked for work here and there, and they may find themselves growing old in a corner where there are no family and no connection.
For Mzee Lucas Indoto, a national of Burundi, for instance, ending up at Nyumba ya Wazee is what he calls a miracle.
Mahali nilikuwa nimeandikwa kupewa kazi, kukata miti kule juu kama hii miti mrefu, natoka juu naanguka chini hivi namna hii. Sasa ni kutoka siku hiyo, nikawa nakaa na nikiwa mgonjwa, lakini our sister walikuja wakanikuta huko Sabasaba.
But caring for the elderly here comes with challenges, particularly when it comes to nutrition. The cost and availability of protein-based foods essential for aging bodies is a constant struggle.
And old people, they still need to keep their muscle mass, so they need protein. So they like their milk, they like maziwalala, yogurts, chicken, some pork, some beef. They like all those meats, and that is what really we lack.
Because of that, we felt like with this time we need to spend time with them, and we came with many other partners, so that at least we are doing here a medical camp this morning. We're also doing some cookings and also giving some health talks.
And yet, the elderly remain an often neglected demographic. According to the 2019 Kenya Population and Housing Census, persons aged 65 and above made up 3.9% of the total population, which translates to approximately 1.86 million people. In contrast, United Nations data estimates that around 2.74 million people in Kenya are aged 60 and above, accounting for roughly 5% of the population. Despite the growing elderly population, the country's infrastructure and policy frameworks have struggled to keep up, leaving many older adults without the support they need.
Population aging is a global phenomenon that's going on, and we are not prepared for it. And our population in the older person has almost doubled and is going to be really out of preps by the time we get to 2050.
The gaps are glaring, with the country having no dedicated act of parliament addressing the rights of older persons and no trained geriatric caregivers. The country also has very few functional nursing homes, most of which depend on charity.
Resources are also limited. But those are areas that I'm sure the government right now is thinking on how to prioritize those kind of homes.
Elderly persons in informal settlements face an even bleaker reality.
Nursing homes is not something really as a government that we have put in places, but there are programs like Inua Wazee program, Jamii ya Wazee, where the government is supporting those kind of programs, and I'm sure moving forward, nursing homes will become a priority. Because this population is increasing.
We have the act that is being pushed for, and in that policy we want to address the unique needs. We want the population to understand the uniqueness of the older person.
The collective call is for a national approach that recognizes and protects the elderly not just as a social burden, but as human beings who deserve dignity, safety and specialized care.
There are many people, especially only those people who are in formal employment, have a pension. Majority of the people who are in the informal sector do not have any pension. And that is a big problem. And in fact, less than 25% of Kenyans have got a formal pension. So majority of the people retire into poverty.
And Odida, TV 47.